So you've decided to step into the world of Destiny. First, I'd like to say, welcome, Guardian. Secondly, you probably have a lot of questions because this is a very big game. It can seem complicated at times. Well, I'm going to give you some of the tools and tricks and tips to help your Destiny experience be much more enjoyable. Thank you for watching. So one of the first things you're going to want to do as a new Destiny player is to go to Bungienet. This is where you're going to find all the information for clans, find fire teams, and so on and so forth. First off, we're going to look at Destiny 2 clans, and this is what they have to offer. Clan banners, clan rewards, guided games, the chat and forums, and all of that. But the problem is, how do you join a clan? Well, there's a lot of ways to join a clan. You can actually look up clan names. If you see somebody that you're playing with and they're in a certain clan, you can actually go here and type in that name. It's also going to give you some suggested clans here on the first page, which is very helpful. You can read their descriptions of their clans, see how many people are in there to see maybe how active that clan is. If they've only got 5 or 10 members, it's obviously not going to be very active. Here is my clan page. I'm in False Hope, which is mostly an Xbox clan. That's where I started a lot of my Destiny playtime. I was also on PS4. I moved over to PC, but I still play with a lot of friends on the other consoles. Now, if we go back up to Community and we scroll down to Find Fire Team, we'll be able to look at all of the players playing right now who need help in certain activities. Now on this first screen, you're going to see that there's 3 drop-down menus. One's going to be for the platform, one's going to be for activities, and one's going to be for language. So you'll put in whatever platform you're playing on, you will choose what activity you want to play, and then you will choose your selected language. Now this will bring up the screen that will show what these players are looking for, how many people they need, and how long ago that this post was actually put onto the forum. Now once you click on this, you'll be given an invitation if that leader of that fire team decides to use you. It's also going to let them know what your light level is and all that too. So don't be discouraged if the first 1 or 2 you put in, the team gets filled or they don't choose you to join that fire team. Now what else you can do is do your own posts. This is where you'll go in and you'll put in your platform, you'll put in how many players that you need. You'll also put in that you have a microphone, and you'll need to put a very catchy title. And when I say catchy, I mean put exactly what you want. Like if you're doing a nightfall, say that you're doing a farm of that nightfall, so they know that you're not just looking for 1 run, you're looking for 10 runs. You'll also want to put in if you have a minimum light level requirement. If you're doing a high level activity, you don't want somebody who's 925 joining a 980 nightfall. That's not helpful for anybody. That's wasting their time and it's wasting yours. So in this case, I put GOS fresh run, all welcome. So everyone knows that you can just join up on my fire team and we're good to go. I needed 5 people on that certain fire team. Let's get it going. Let's get our rewards. So the next thing we're going to look at with Bungie.net is the Tuam. This week at Bungie. Every Thursday around 3 p.m. Central Time, adjust that time for your own time zone, we get the TWAB, which is put out usually by DMG or Cosmos. Sometimes Deej steps in to do that when Cosmo and DMG are off site. But this will be where you will find your information, especially on hot patches and known issues. So when something's not working right in the game, the TWAB is going to talk about those known issues and it'll give us a time frame on most likely when those things could be taken care of within the game. And more importantly, it'll tell us the time that Destiny servers might be down to make sure that those changes get made. Now, after we read the hot patch and all those notes, the juicy parts of the TWA, we move down to the movie of the week. Now, anyone in the community can submit their movie of the week, and if you end up winning, you get a sweet emblem to show off in game to show I had the best movie that week in Destiny. The TWAB is a must for people who are serious about the game and they want to keep up with the latest and greatest things that's going on in the world of Destiny. So the last thing I want to talk about with Bungie.net is the forums page. Now, for some people out there who've been around the community a long time, they may tell you that the forums page is full of toxicity and for the most part, it's not very helpful to them. But I have had some issues along the way to where when I went to the forums, there were people having some of the same problems that I was having. And the most important part of this is that the community managers are looking at this, the devs are looking at this, and these are the things that get passed on that can help make the game better for everyone. Now, if you do go in there and you see some toxic comments, just skip past them. The internet's full of that, and I think that we're all grown-ups and we know that this is just the kind of stuff that happens. Sometimes people want to complain just to complain, but for the most part, the Bungie forums can be a helpful place to go, especially if you have an issue, particularly with something that's happening in your game, and you can see that some of the other community members might be having the same problem. So now that we have Bungienet figured out, we're going to hop over to Bungie Help on Twitter. This is where we get updates on things that are wrong with the game, when we're going to have patches, and so on and so forth. But make sure you give Bungie Help a follow on Twitter. Now we're going to look at the community managers. DMG's first on the list. He's the bread meme guy. If you get something nice, make sure you at DMG and let him know that you baked some fresh bread. Next up on the list is Cosmo. Cosmo's been around a long time as well. He started out on Reddit and then was hired by Bungie to be a community leader there. Last but not least is Papa Deej. You're going to want to follow Deej. Deej is fantastic. He's been around since the beginning, and when they do live streams on Twitch and on Mixer and on YouTube, he will be your MC. So there are your 3 community leaders. Bungie Help's definitely worth a follow, so you should be set to go on Twitter. So next on our checklist for new Destiny players, you're going to want Destiny Item Manager. Just type it into Google, it should pop up, and it is an app that on Windows should pop up exactly like this. You'll launch the app, and then you will log in. I'm already logged in on this character, so it's going to bring up my 3 characters here. It's going to show me my light level on each of those characters, and it's going to show me all of the weapons that I have equipped. You can simply drag and drop those items back and forth as you please onto each character as long as they're not maxed out in that slot. You'll also be able to take those weapons, move them to your vault, back to your character, and vice versa, any way that you need to work that out. Now normally, back before Destiny Item Manager was a thing, you actually had to go to the tower, drop that stuff in to your vault, change characters, and then pull that item back out of your vault. Destiny Item Manager takes care of all of that for you. It is a lifesaver, especially if you play on PC. You could just have this pulled up on a separate screen or minimized, and you'll be able to make those changes on the fly as you go, especially because some of the bounties that you'll be carrying, you'll need a bow, and you'll be like, I don't have a bow on this character. What am I going to do? Waste 5 minutes and go back to the tower, change characters because that bow is on one of my other characters? No. Destiny Item Manager takes care of all of that for you. It's a brilliant app, and I highly recommend that you have it. Not only that, is there's max loadout itemizers that you can do too. So if you wanted to just max out your power, Destiny Item Manager will do that for you. There's actually a place in the app to go to where you just click on that and it will optimize your loadout for light level and whatever else you need to do. As you can see on screen right here, it's showing me all the mods. There's one of the drop-down menus that can show you what every vendor has. So there's no popping from planet to planet to see if, hey, what's Spider selling right now? You can just go to Destiny Item Manager and take care of that all at once. The loadout manager here is on the screen right now. That'll show you all the mobility, resilience, recovery, everything that you need to do to max out, to min-max that character and make it play exactly how you need to play it at whatever time. Also, on the left-hand side there's a drop-down menu that's going to show you all of the things we just talked about, the progress, vendors, collections, loaded optimizer, and you just click on that and you're good to go. But Destiny Item Manager is a lifesaver. I highly recommend that you download it. There you have it, guys. Hopefully you found this video very helpful. If it has been helpful, drop a like and subscribe for more Destiny content. We're just getting started here on my journey as a YouTuber, and I hope you'll be along for the ride. Thank you for watching.